catch.
It's week 2 of the NFL preseason, where depth charts and playbooks will be put to the test. It's the Dolphins and the Texans, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
It's the National Football League, presented by EA Sports. Tonight we move on to week 2 of the preseason, and we've got a compelling matchup here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Houston Texans. Brandon Gaunt and Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts. And a lot of guys... And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. To return it, Darius Phillips. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. So here are the Texans now with a fresh face at quarterback. The second overall pick from Ohio State, C.J. Stroud.
In only 2 seasons, Stroud showed all he needed to at Ohio State. All-American, Heisman finalist, program records galore. He looked every bit like the #1 overall pick. He went #2, but Houston is thrilled to have him.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, look now at the 2023 draft class for the Texans, and people still talking about the move they made, trading up in the first round, becoming the 3rd team ever to make 2 of the draft's first 3 selections.
And what a bold move they made, considering what they gave up before a team rebuilding like the Texans. I think that was a move they felt like they had to make. Got the quarterback C.J. Stroud, pass rusher Will Anderson Jr., they're going to be the faces of the Houston franchise going forward.
On first down, here's Stroud. That's complete to Pierce. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out in the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Second and 10, Stroud to throw yet again here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and it's now 3-0 Texans. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
The Dolphins set to go on offense for the first time behind their 25-year-old quarterback, now in his 4th NFL season, Tua Tagovailoa.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
That one covers 29 yards, first down. A man who was both a prep and collegiate star here in the Lone Star State, Devon Achane. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 2. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And incomplete.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters to play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle? No mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
So fourth down, 2 departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. The kick by Sanders is good, and the Dolphins are going to tie the score at 3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. To Pierce, they set up the screen. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Stroud will look to throw once more. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And where the time has expired on the first quarter. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On second down, it's Stroud. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth. Fourth down. Here's Stroud. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Achane on first and 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. Jeff Wilson, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Houston's offense taking over again. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they'd left their starting quarterback out there for this 2nd quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Again, it's Stroud. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Stroud now on 4th down. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Stroud looking to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Stroud now on 2nd down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
3rd and goal, Stroud sliding out of the pocket. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Now Kaimi Fairbairn out for the field goal try for the Texans. Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that'll bring them back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Tua now on 1st down. Caught. It's Wilson. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 50-yard line.
On 2nd down, Mostert. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And to the left side here, Wilson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Open man is Waddle, complete. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Tua setting up shop to throw again. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. The veteran Jerry Hughes drops the hammer in the backfield.
6 yards. It's 2nd down and goal.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Sanders' kick is good, and that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the score. Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Third quarter starts with a run from Mostert. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Now White lost the football, and the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
4th down, Mills. He's got his man. That's Dell. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. They run with the former Buffalo Bill, Devin Singletary. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go with them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Here's Mills. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Take Dell. A 7-yard touchdown grab. Texans are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6. Is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Igbenogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. Dolphins offense returning to the field. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
67 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
It's a big play there for Miami. 42 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now White. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap, came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert from 17 yards out. And the Dolphins have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they will take a 7-point lead. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. They trail 20-13 our score as they have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mills. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Working out of the gun, Mills. And this one's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
On 3rd down, here's Mills. Eluding the pressure right. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Back now in Houston. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. On play action, Mills. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Now a stoppage here is Mike McDaniel. He's going to ask him to take a closer look at this call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. 1st down, Mills. He's got it to Collins, complete. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Escaping the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield. but they never did.
Again, it's Mills. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. Igbenogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. Miami's offense set and ready to go. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown. All tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them. Pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
24-yard gain on the play. And the Dolphins first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 92 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
At the 43-yard line.
Play action. Here's White. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's White on 3rd down. Got a man. It's Berrios complete. And oh, he's just going to be short here. Barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our fourth quarter tie. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, but there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
That's complete to the tight end, Salbert. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. Second down, Gaskin. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Mostert. And he's taken down, and that'll get him a little bit closer. Every yard at this point will help your field goal kicker out. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Sanders' kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
So here is Mills and the Texans. Down 23-20, a little over 30 seconds remaining. Here's Mills. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. Now Mills. Flush to his right. That is caught by Dell. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. 2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Mills back to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Here's 2nd down and 3. Mills looking to throw it. Rolling to his right. He'll get this to Devin Singletary out of the backfield. And they will get the timeout. So 3 seconds remaining. And they can trot out the field goal unit and try to send this one to overtime. And his kick is indeed good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So, Charles, this is a game that certainly had some intrigue, but I think you and I both agree